Hey guys, Dr. D. Francesco here, Doctor of Physical Therapy, and I want to talk about the truth on Tua Tagovailoa's hip injury. So what injury did he have? Posterior hip dislocation with a posterior wall fracture. What does that mean? So here you have the intact hip ball and socket intact. Here we show the dislocation position. We're looking specifically at the acetabulum right there. That is the socket of the hip joint, and more specifically, the posterior wall of that hip joint. When the hip gets dislocated posteriorly, usually that's through a motor vehicle accident type mechanism, it can bust through the posterior wall there and fracture the posterior wall of the socket. So when that gets fractured, a repair is required there with hardware. The hip is brought back into its intact state, and any other structures that may have been compromised are addressed in that surgery. Now, in Tua's particular case, there are no indications that there was any damage to nerve supply or blood supply there, so that's a great thing. He seems to be in a great functional or performance-based position now as he's throwing and doing game-like action in the videos that we've seen. Let's also consider his age. He's a young athlete. He's strong. He's at the prime of his physical career. He can theoretically build health and respond to this type of a thing more readily and rapidly than somebody at a different age than him. And he did not have a replacement. So let's not compare this to Bo Jackson and how his career rapidly fell off the face of the earth after he did have a similar injury, but Bo ended up having to have a hip replacement. He went back and played baseball with a hip replacement. That did not go very well. That is not what happened here with Tua, and I would expect Tua to come out ready to go and be fully capable of having a great NFL career.